Hey, it's Shel Anderson from Shel's Creative Corner and Shel Anderson Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I blog at shelscreativecorner.blogspot.com, and I can be reached anytime by email at andersonshel@gmail.com. I can be found on YouTube and Facebook and Pinterest under Stamp with Shel. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. We are going to be having a play with a carryover stamp set that is not in a catalog but is available. It is called Snow Wonder, and this is a fabulous stamp set. I love the greetings in here. If you're interested, the stamp set number is 153344. And the die set is 153564. And here we have our stamps and our dies, and check out these fabulous greeting label dies as well. Lots of snowflakes for corners. It's great. All right, pairing with that today, we are once again using the ornate frames, and they are number 152726. That is another carryover. Just not the stamp set, but just the dies. And it has all kinds of fabulous fancy dies that I seem to be using a lot. So this is the one that I chose today. It's kind of like a eyelet lace frame. And we're going to be making two cards today, but I think I'm going to do them simultaneously. One of them I have chosen Balmy Blue. For my card base, and the other I have chosen Fresh Freesia. Now, how weird are these colors for Christmas cards? Yeah, I know. I'm thinking a little bit outside the box. Then what I've done is I have cut two of those fancy frames, and we're going to do some stamping on here first off, and then we are going to do some ink blending and some die cutting. We're going to have all kinds of fun here today. So first off, I'm going to take those two card bases and put them out of the way so I don't get ink all over those. And I am going to grab my Stamparatus, and we are going to first off remove this stuff that's left inside. We're going to do some stamping. So I'm going to pop this in place, and I'm just going to use, seeing as I'm doing two cards at a time, I'm just going to pop this into place here. Actually, I'm not going to use the Stamparatus. I've changed my mind because I'm going to be stamping twice, so that kind of defeats the purpose. Oops, I'm being attacked by a die. All right, so this is the stamp that I'm going to use, and I noticed that there's a stamp here that I didn't get put away. I need to do that right away so that I remember which stamps that it went in. Did you guys do that? Use a stamp and not put it away and then wonder which set it came out of? I've done that many times. All right. So the inks that I've chosen are Balmy Blue, Fresh Freesia, and Soft Succulent. Now I may change my mind and do one soft succulent and one another color. I don't know right now. I want to see what it looks like when I stamp it. And I'm just going to stamp these just above midline. And hopefully they stamp well. Ooh, they're darker than I thought they were going to be. Now I know that's going to lighten a wee bit. as it dries. All right, so we have some trees on that one. We'll set that aside and we're going to pull in our other one. And we're going to re-ink. And this one I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to bring these trees down further. There we go. All right. So we have that done. I need my chamois. We'll clean that stamp and get that put away so I don't lose that one. And then we'll go on to our next step. Which is going to be some ink blending. And I'm just going to leave this right in here for now. And I'm going to do one in Balmy Blue. And I'm going to do the other in Fresh Freesia. And I'm just going to pick up some ink. Tap off the excess. And with a light hand, I'm just going to do some blending. Now I know we're going over the snow on the trees. That's okay, because this is going to be our background. It's just going to be a nice backdrop for our snowman. So I just want to remove some of the white and add some nice blue tint. I think I'm happy with that one. Set that one aside. I'm going to pull this one back in, and I'm going to use my magnet to hold it in place. We'll change up our brush and we'll change up our ink pad, and we're going to do the same with the Fresh Freesia. Just use a light hand and gradually build some color. And you notice I'm leaving some white space. I don't want it all there. I'm happy with that as well. So we'll set those aside. Now we're going to move these guys. And I'm going to clean off my stamp platform here, just in case there's any ink. I don't want any ink transfer. And we'll stick this, oops, I should take that off there because that's going to cause a bubble. We're just going to stick this guy on here. Come off of there. All right. Now we have snowmen to stamp. Here is the piece of paper that I cut them out of. All right. I'm going to take these magnets and I am going to hold them in place. Now I got to find my snowmen that I die cut. Now this is a tip for mass production. When you die cut, if you're making multiple cards and you need to stamp multiple images, you can pop these back in your die cut. All right, and you can use that as a template when you're stamping. Now, I should have done this beforehand. I'm going to take him out of there. And I'm going to take him out of there. Because this has a ridge, when you pop your stamp on there, you can feel it settle in. So what I do is I see it's there, so I split the difference. and it's there, so I split the difference, top and bottom. Okay, then I'm going to pick that up with my plate. I'm going to grab the die cut, fit it into the template. I'm going to grab some ink, ink up my snowman, and stamp them down. And there we have our perfectly stamped snowman. I'm going to do the same thing with this guy. I'm going to pop him in the template. Okay. Ink him up again. I don't have to reposition because I already have the template. Cool, eh? There we go. Now, back to our chamois. Clean off this well-loved stamp and put it back in the case. All right, we're done with this for now. We're done with this for now. Okay, now I'm going to do something really weird. You're going to be saying, what the heck is she doing? So I stamped both of these, okay? I'm going to cut part of this off. I'm going to cut the left-hand side off. And I'm going to cut it, let me see, I'm going to cut it to about 3 1/4 that's left. So I'm going to put it in this way, move it over to about 3 1/4-ish, and chop that off. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I just did that one absolutely backwards. Absolutely backwards. 3 1/4. All right, we'll see what happens with that other one. We may only be making one full card today because I just messed up big time. All right, but that's okay. We'll see how it plays out. Next step, we have to color our little snowman. And for the balmy blue one, of course, I chose balmy blue ink for his, oops, I'm going to use light, not dark, for his scarf. And I'm just going to quickly add some color here, just like so. Because this is a really detailed image, you really don't have to do too much. I think I might do his hat blue too. Just because I can. There we go. Now his nose, of course, has to be orange. I'm going to do this nose while I've got this marker out. And I've chosen the Granny Apple Green for the holly on his hat. I'll do the same over here. These are pretty little images that I'm coloring here, so I'm using the very fine tip of the marker, and of course this is real red for the holly berries. And that is basically it for that one. Then on this one, I'm going to use fresh freesia and do the scarf. And I'm using the light fresh freesia on this. I hope I'm on camera. Sorry about that. I get doing stuff and I forget that I'm not alone in this room. All right. Now I'm going to take Wink of Stella, and on his body I'm adding some sparkle. A little sparkle is always a good thing. And then on the trees, just where the snow is, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just swiping a little bit of glistening snow, even though on this one it has a pink tinge, but that's okay. I think it looks fine. I've already done one of these cards in a different color, so I will show you that one at the end of this video as well. And we're almost done. As you can see, I'm just dotting it on. It's no oh, there's my cover. Not rocket science. All right, for the inside of our card, I just have a little white panel, so we have a nice place to write our greeting. And the same for the other card. Like so. Now we're going back to the outsides. All right, this guy here is going to be glued flat down. We'll put the dimension on our snowman when we put him on. I didn't put a greeting on there. Well, well, well. That's not cool. Guess we're going to have to use our Stamparatus, aren't we? Let's pull this back in and remove our template. Okay, we're done for that. Now we need a greeting. We have Happy Christmas. We have, what's the other one? Christmas wishes and joyful greetings. Let's do that one as well. All right. So I'm going to leave that one for the other one, and this one I'm going to try Christmas wishes and joyful greetings. Now I'm going to grab a piece of acetate and just pop that in here for a minute while I see if I can get this straight and lined up. Close. Very close, I think. All right, I'm going to use black ink because we use black on the snowman. We'll stamp that down on the acetate. And I'm happy with that. So we'll slide that out, re-ink our stamp, and stamp it down on our card. Perfect. All right, crisis averted. Now we're going to do this one. Happy Christmas. Let's take this stamp off, pick up this one and have a look. Bang on. I don't even need the acetate for that one, I don't think. Watch me be wrong. There we go. Happy Christmas. All right, we'll put those over here out of the way. We'll take care of those after the video. And now I can put this piece on the other card. So now you see me going way over to this side because I cut it wrong. This may look funny. I'm just saying, it may look funny. All right, I'm going to pull in some of this metallic mesh ribbon, and I am going to tie a little knot. Like so. And then we'll trim off our tails. Isn't that pretty? Now this one is going to be a little more difficult. I think I may change my ribbon. If you just bear with me for a second, I'm going to go over here and choose another ribbon because of my mess up. What am I going to use over there is the question. I'm looking for my gold ribbon right beside it. All right, I think I might use gold instead of silver on this one. And we'll see what I have that will work. Let's try this one. This one I want it to be, I'm going to put tape under it. So we'll go like that. And I'm going to run a little bit of tape here and there. I'm going to put that on the inside like so and press it down. And then I'm going to see what I got here. Okay. And we'll do the same up here. And then we're tying a little knot. Sorry if I was off camera. There we go. Ooh, that ribbon is pretty. All right. I wanted to make sure that I covered that seam well because of the goof up that I made. Now we'll just zhuzh this one over a little bit. Like so. All right. So now it's time for some dimensionals and our snowman. So let me grab these and we'll flip over our guys and add some dimensionals to the back. I think 4 per guy will be great. I want to make sure that they're well supported. And then all we'll have left to do is to add a little bit of embellishment. All right. See how that just comes to life? Isn't that cool? And this one, he's going to be offside, like so. Now, I'm going to do a horrendous crash. I'm going to knock over a few things. And then we're going to add some embellishments. Let me grab a piercer tool so I can get these off. We're going to put some basic rhinestones. Where did that go? I had it. All right, try again. Put some basic rhinestones on that one to match the silver. And on this one, we're going to put some of these wee little gilded gems. Just like so. You saw me cover that little oopsie there with that embellishment. So there are the two that we did tonight. I don't know whether you can see all the sparkle on that wink of Stella. And here is the one that I did earlier. And this one says, sending you blessings, peace, and magic this Christmas season. That's another stamp in this set. And this one was done in Bermuda Bay and Mossy Meadow. And it too has the liner on the inside. So there's the 3 cards that I made. Oh, there's that rhinestone I lost. There's the three cards that I made using the Snow Wonder stamp set and dies. And I'll give you those part numbers again because they're not in the catalog. 153344 for the stamp and 153564 for the dies. When you order, just put those numbers in and they will come up. It's just that they're not in the catalog. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.